The attack is big, 100 men. They seem well trained and have a battle plan. They're to start it by firing the heaviest weapons in their arsenal, even though they have just 2 of them. Then the base starts to return fire, just as our cameraman Fred Scott is filming.
The sun came up, shooting started, and nothing really went to plan.
The rebels mainly have Kalashnikovs. The army, artillery. Mortars start to drop on the hillside.
We were pretty much pinned down the whole time until it's time to go.
Okay, Paul and Fred, move with the guys.
After nearly an hour of exchanging fire like this, we had to run away.
Get across this fast, go, go. That's a bad place here. Go.
They don't get their bomb even close to the base. The attack has failed.
Okay, you tell me when.
I don't know. Yeah. All of these men are Syrian army defectors, and they've been attacking in the base below men who until only recently were their comrades in arms. Remarkably, they escape without casualties. The rebels believe that most of the army wants to join them. But the commander of this rebel unit is tired of waiting.
If they wanted to defect, they would have gone long ago. The crimes of the Assad regime, from the start of this revolution until now, are very clear. So they don't have any excuse not to defect. They should be with us.
For some, this is a religious war, and one they feel they're winning. But while we were with them, the regime was preparing an offensive. It would start just a few miles away, in Homs. The shelling is relentless, indiscriminate. Artillery against residential areas. We head towards the city. We're told it's impossible to get in. The government's army is attacking from the Christian, Shiite and Alawite areas. The rebel Free Army has fallen back to the Sunni enclave of Baba Amma. It's surrounded. But the rebels have a lifeline, a tunnel, right under the front lines. We slip through the outer cordon around Homs. This was the uprising's best-kept secret, the only way in or out of Baba Amma.
We ran into a metal shed, and there was a gaping hole and 6 inches of mud, and climbed down these rungs about 20 feet into pitch blackness. What the hell is going on here?
It's a water course, 2 miles long, less than 5 feet high. I'm ahead, with Fred Scott filming behind. We try to run. We don't want to be here if a Syrian patrol starts dropping grenades down. Above ground, we emerge into a ghost town. It already seems very different from the last time we were here. The streets are empty. Everyone's waiting for the next round of shelling to begin.
بابا عمر 2/11/2011 بابا عمر تقصف الله أكبر. المشفى ضربوا المشفى.
Shells come in every few seconds. It's not a battle. Baba Amma has no heavy weapons. Shelling's been going on here all morning now, and what you hear over and over again from the people is that they feel abandoned by the outside world. We take cover in a house. A family's sheltering too. But the houses here have thin walls, no basements. There's barely any protection.
The children are so afraid. They follow me around the house. I say, don't worry, everything will be okay. God will take revenge for us.
The makeshift clinics are overwhelmed. There are no supplies and few doctors.
I want your face. I want you to show the face.
People come here because they're afraid of arrest at a state hospital. Even here, many hide their faces, terrified the regime will hunt them down. Still, one man wants to tell the world 11 members of his family have died, 5 of them children.
They were under 13 years of age. They were killed at the same time by cluster bomb. We couldn't tell one piece of them from another when we came to bury them.
People here had hoped the UN would protect them. But that morning, Russia and China vetoed a resolution to help. They're angry at their Arab neighbours too. Why aren't they helping? The people here are afraid. The regime believes it has a free hand to do whatever it wants. Undoubtedly, most of the victims are civilians, many children. Wrapped in the shroud is a 7-year-old girl, killed in the shelling. The attendant carefully writes her name, Hanadi. He's done this for 4 members of his own family too. Hanadi must be buried at night. Daytime is too dangerous. Even now, even here, they are attacked. There's no family, no prayers, and little dignity. By now, tanks were at the edges of Baba Amma, and it seemed they were about to come in.
We could definitely feel that time was up for Baba Amma, and the intensity of the shelling meant that we had a chance to go, and we took it.
We're able to escape, but a small group of journalists comes in after us. Like us, they stay in the media centre. It's really just an apartment used by activists, but it has a generator, internet and hot water. The activists believe it's only the media coverage that is restraining the regime.
What is killing this regime is the media. This is the strongest weapon we've got right now in Homs, is getting the news out. If we weren't getting the news out, how is the world going to know what's going on inside of Syria?